The novel For Whom the Bell Tolls, written by Ernest Hemingway, explores various themes. The story, set during the Spanish Civil War, follows an American dynamiter, Robert Jordan. He is on the side of guerrilla fighters. The novel is all about human experiences during a tumultuous period in history. The novel was published in 1940. Some major themes of For Whom the Bell Tolls are war and violence, individual sacrifice, love and relationships, political ideologies, isolation and alienation. The themes explored by Hemingway are universal in nature, making the novel relevant for us. The theme of war and violence. The story of the novel is filled with incidents that illustrate the harsh realities, complexities, and emotional toll of war. The central plot of the play revolves around Robert Jordan's mission. His task is to blow up a bridge that is crucial for the enemy's supply lines. This mission not only shows Jordan's internal struggles, but also reflects the challenges faced by those fighting in a war. The novel also portrays the guerrilla warfare tactics. The Republican guerrilla fighters use hit-and-run and ambush tactics. They constantly remain under the threat of enemy retaliation. The novel depicts a scene where a group of Republican sympathizers is brutally massacred by the nationalist forces. This incident highlights the indiscriminate violence and the impact of war on civilians caught in the crossfire. Likewise, a guerrilla group member, Pablo, makes a difficult decision to execute his own wife because she is perceived as a threat to the safety of the group. This act of violence demonstrates the moral complexities and difficult choices that arise in the midst of war. For Whom the Bell Tolls masterfully captures the brutality, chaos, and human cost of war through these incidents. Thus, these incidents collectively contribute to one of the major themes of war in For Whom the Bell Tolls: the theme of individual sacrifice. The theme of individual sacrifice is prominent in For Whom the Bell Tolls. The novel highlights the sacrifices characters must make in war for their cause. The incident showcasing old guerrilla fighter Anselmo's tragic end in the novel supports the theme of individual sacrifice. His death illustrates the senseless nature of death in war. The loss of a respected comrade deeply affects the other characters. Robert Jordan is committed to his mission of blowing up the bridge to aid the Republican cause. Despite his personal reservations, he accepts the responsibility of carrying out this mission. He endangers his life to show his willingness to sacrifice for the greater good. In the climactic scene at the bridge, many characters make sacrifices for the success of the mission. Therefore, the theme of individual sacrifice becomes one of the prominent themes of the novel For Whom the Bell Tolls. The theme of love and relationships. The theme of love and relationships is a significant aspect of For Whom the Bell Tolls. The central romantic relationship in the novel is between the protagonist, Robert Jordan, and a young Spanish woman, Maria. Their love story and their connection become a symbol of hope in the face of violence. Robert Jordan and Maria share an intimate moment in a cave. They express their love for each other. This scene contrasts with the harsh realities of war. It provides a glimpse into the characters' personal lives and their need for connection and solace. The novel also explores the complex relationship of husband and wife between Pablo and Pilar. Pablo's execution of his wife reflects the impact of war on relationships. Similarly, Fernando's close relationship with Pilar demonstrates the theme of friendship within the context of the war. The conclusion of the novel brings a sense of tragedy to the theme of love. The characters face separation. The uncertainties of war cast a shadow over the possibility of a happy future together. However, love and relationships is one of the significant themes of For Whom the Bell Tolls. The theme of political ideologies. The novel is set against the backdrop of the Spanish Civil War. Therefore, it explores the clash of different political beliefs and the impact of ideological struggles on the characters. The novel shows a struggle between the Republicans and the nationalists. The characters, especially Robert Jordan, are actively engaged in the fight against the nationalists. Their struggles reflect the broader ideologies of the time. International brigades are volunteers from various countries who came to support the Republicans. This reflects diverse political motivations for supporting the Republican cause. The characters engage in discussions about political ideologies, including communism and anarchism. The ideological differences between Pablo and Pilar highlight the complexity of political beliefs within the Republicans. The theme of isolation and alienation. The theme of isolation and alienation is prevalent in For Whom the Bell Tolls. The protagonist of the novel, Robert Jordan, often feels a sense of isolation due to his foreign status. He is committed to the cause of the Spanish Republicans, but he is aware of his outsider status. This fact contributes to his sense of alienation within the guerrilla group. The linguistic differences contribute to a sense of isolation in the novel. The characters struggle to fully understand and connect with one another. This is evident in the interactions between Robert Jordan and the Spanish guerrilla fighters. Maria's isolation is heightened by the loss of her family and the emotional scars of her past. She faces difficulties in connecting with others and expressing her emotions. This underscores the theme of alienation. The looming presence of death and the uncertainty of survival contribute to the sense of isolation. The characters are isolated not only from society, but also from security and the comfort of a predictable future. The theme of isolation and alienation in For Whom the Bell Tolls shows the psychological and emotional toll of war on individuals, hence it should be added to the list of its major themes. Conclusion. Ernest Hemingway explores the themes of war and violence, individual sacrifice, love and relationships, political ideologies, and isolation and alienation in For Whom the Bell Tolls. The story vividly portrays the brutality of war, the personal costs of sacrifice, intimate moments amid conflict, and the complex political landscape of the time. Characters like Robert Jordan exemplify these themes to make it a timeless classic.